Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Pretty cool, huh?
We were here a year ago and there was 480 something participants, and now 1 year later we're right at 1,000 participants.
When I walked out the door and I saw that line around the building, I thought,
Love you all. Thank you.
there's hope for our babies.
And then once I got exposed, I was hooked.
And here's what really put on my heart.
I had no idea to be a professional development. I didn't want to do this as a career. I just knew I wanted to make a difference. At 49 years old, I feel like every day that I come to work, I make a difference.
To walk into a convention center and you got 1,000 like-minded adults on the same page trying to figure out what's best for kids.
I really enjoyed the group on suspend or mend, because that's what we need to do. We need to do more mending than we do suspending.
What is keeping you from employing and utilizing these practices in your everyday life? We've spent so much time focusing on the normal of putting a kid in an exclusionary placement. We got to come up with another way. We need our kids in class. I've got to get out of the red zone.
I think in today's day and age, a lot of students, a lot of kids do not know how to problem solve. And what this is giving teachers and students an opportunity to do is problem solve on a deeper level.
We're not doing this to fix kids. We're doing this to build relationships.
What I'm learning and what's being reinforced to me is it's all about relationships.
You talk to an outstanding teacher, you'll find the common theme that they hold is the ability to build great relationships with their students.
I was telling my kids good morning, giving high fives and fist bumps.
It's just a crucial piece, the relationship piece, because you can't get to the teaching until you get to the heart.
You call that discipline? It seems to me like you're just talking to kids. In education, it's so hard to be different because there's always naysayers or somebody looking out the corner of their eye saying, oh, here comes Mr. Relationships. Here's Mr. Just Talk to him. You're ready to start building greater, genuine relationships.
What Restorative has taught this old football coach is stop running the same football play over and over and over and gaining no yardage. I didn't flip. All I did was call different plays.
We have to be the change, correct?
I think most of us, when we really look at what our why was, why did we choose to be teachers, it was to make positive impacts on the lives of children.
Because kids don't care what you know until they know you care. That's the bottom line.
When you got Erica Mason and Donald Bozier out dancing in the hall doing sparks with people, it was like a party. Also, you walk in and you see some very serious conversations.
I have a purpose here, and I can't just let that go so easily.
One of the sessions that was most encouraging and most engaging to me was the peer-led circles group. And not only did students lead that group, they led circles inside the group. And so they put their implementation and action in front of us.
A big part of what we do in Avid each week is team building. And when you want to build those relationships with kids, you have to create that safe environment for kids.
Yes.
I think Circles is just the perfect platform for that.
This was my first opportunity to witness a circle, and it was absolutely magical.
When I look into your eyes, this isn't something that we use for it to work. That's where I get my strength. Since I've been going through this process, I have found healing for myself.
Every adult voice is important, but there is no more important voice to hear than from students.
Can we change the world? Absolutely. The biggest part is the world is an elephant. We can't eat an elephant in one bite. But realistically, our philosophy is just one teacher at a time.
But I don't want to see the cycle continue, and this is...
In 10 years, we'll be looking back and people will say, they won't remember there being a time when we didn't have restorative practices.
So I said, this is my passion, this is what I want to do.
I'm a dreamer, and I believe that NEDRP can sweep this entire nation, because at the end of the day, we are in this profession to help out kids.
If there's one thing that I can really bear my testimony about Circles, is that it's truly a process, not a program.
And they deserve a voice, and so that's why we got to continue to share that all across the country.
You go back to your school districts and you look for ways to be the change. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.